A one, a two, a three. Is you hungry? I know your stomach just rumbling. Come eat with me. Come eat with me. Woo! What's up, y'all? And welcome back to another video. Episode 15. I thank y'all so much for coming. And I thank y'all so much for being here. It's a blessing. And it's a blessing that you're here. Welcome in. So, today, I was like, you know what? For dinner, we're going to switch it up again. You know, I like to switch things up. So I wanted something light because I knew I was going to eat again later. So I wanted something light. So I got me an acai. You know what? Now, there's several ways you can say this. Now, some people say acai. Is it acai? Or is it acai? Or is it akia? Or akea? Or is it acai? Acai. Baby, y'all know what I'm trying to say? Shoot. But here we go. Now, mine's a little bit more settled. They settled this. I usually like when mine sit up at the top, but it's okay. Smoothie King on 85 be acting a little, you know, I ain't gonna say who all work up in there. Because that may be a little too reedy. I don't want to seem like I'm reading the people down there at Smoothie King. But y'all get into it. Yes. Now, Smoothie King do have some really good acai bowls. But I definitely want to get into this one. So it's blueberries, bananas, strawberries, granola, Nutella, honey, and then of course the acai. Get to it. It's something different about this bowl. And I can't quite put my finger on it, but it's good. It was refreshing. It was a place I used to go to when I was staying in Midtown called Kale Me Crazy. Now, they got the best acai bowls. Theirs is fresh. But it's just like that Smoothie King up the street from my house, they be acting crazy. I don't think they felt like working today. And who does nowadays, if we really being honest? Who does like to work around this mother? Remember when I was telling y'all, this is back when we was talking about crazy decisions, episode 11. Baby, well, this is part 2. But let me do a recap. So remember I told y'all I wanted to move to Tallahassee. I wanted to go to school in Tallahassee and just kind of get me a little glimpse of the college life, but also that life of being on my own and just experiencing life for myself. Child, moved to Tallahassee, didn't really have nothing to my name, didn't have a job, but baby, I moved on a wing and a prayer. You understand? Because we can do all things through Christ. Went down to Tallahassee, you know, had me a little roommate situation at first. Boom, that wound up phasing out. Wound up getting my own little spot, whatever the case may be. And working at Hardee's. This is just the recap. Working at Hardee's, brand new Hardee's. I told y'all they had just opened it up. We opened the store. Anyway, fast forward. I move in with Kako. Remember that was his name. Kako. His grandma and his pregnant baby mama. Okay? So, let's go back to where I left off at when I told y'all she was taking all the sheets and the blankets and the comforters and stuff off the bed. The room that she let me sleep in, mind you, because she wasn't sleeping in it. Because remember I told you, she said that her husband died in the bed with her, so she doesn't sleep in the beds, sleep in beds anymore. So her bedroom she gave to me. Like I said, moved in, got comfortable, made myself right at home. She took everything out the room. And we asking her, like, me and Kako asked her, like, what's going on? Like, why would you take all the sheets and stuff out of bed? I don't want him in my room no more. I don't want him in the room. I may start sleeping back in there. Blah, blah, blah. I don't want him in there. Okay, cool. I ain't gonna argue with you. This your house, this your room. So Kako was like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. You can come in my room, come in my room. You can sleep in here. Woo, 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 woo. So I gathered all my stuff, went in Kako's room. Mind you, I'm now sharing a room with Kako and his pregnant baby mama.
Lord have mercy.
I don't know what was worse. But anyway, so that was the plan. And we executed it. I was sleeping in a room with Kako and his baby mama on the floor. I had an air mattress. Oh, I think I went and got an air mattress. I'm in there, made myself at home. So now I got to really sit up in there with them. So mind you know, I felt like I was imposing already. I was like, dang, y'all ain't gonna really have no privacy now. So I'm in my head now a little bit. He was so gracious and so kind to let me be in there with him and his baby mama. But I'm thinking in my head, like, I do not want to be in the room with them. Like, this is so crazy. They don't got no privacy. I ain't got no privacy. I guess we just gonna have to make this work. All of this happened when we were off. I think we were all three of us was off for a couple days, if I'm not mistaken. Around the time when I was around the time of her doing this and me moving into Kako's room. I think we was off for a couple days, or at least off that day that it happened, and then off the next day. Time going by, it's the next day. I done got acclimated and I got everything moved in Kako's room. And the tension is thick in the air, y'all. The tension is thick in the air. It's like every time I walk out Kako's room to either go in the kitchen or go to the balcony or just do anything out there, she's there and she's staring a hole into your skull. Because remind you, she don't be in her room. So she really kicked me out of her room just to be spiteful because she did not use it. I'm telling y'all. She didn't step foot in that room besides to go to the bathroom because it was a bathroom in her room, in that room. So she didn't do nothing but go in there, use the bathroom, and come out. She spent all day, every day on the couch in front of the TV. She didn't do nothing with her time and her day. She spent her day and night right there in front of the TV, and she'll be in a gown the entire day. So it got so weird because every time you would go outside, she's sitting there looking at you like she not saying nothing. She just mean mugging, tooting her nose up, tooting her lips, twisting her jaw up, looking at you. It got so uncomfortable to even go out there. Like a lot of the times I would send Kako out there to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like just to get food, get water, whatever the case may be. Me and the baby mama would send him in there to get it. I ain't gonna have to deal with that. I mean, y'all, she had just got so nasty. Even to the point where even if she did decide to cook, she would cook, but not cook enough for everybody. She would barely cook enough. She would barely cook enough for Kako and his baby mama because she didn't want me to get none. So she was being real nasty, real vindictive, just real like, I was just like, I'm telling y'all, just like I said before, the switch was crazy. That next day, I think she was off, but me and Kako had to go to work. So me and Kako would leave and go to work, chill. We was happy to be away from the house. Did not want to sit up in there. I know the baby mama felt bad too because she was left to sit up in there with her. Child. So we would leave, go to work, go to work, do our thing, and come back to the house. And go right back in the room. It's so crazy because it almost became like imprisonment. Like none of us wanted to go out and be around her. Like even Kako, and that's his grandma. He didn't even want to be around her. Because it got to the point where it's like, lady, you are being ridiculous. Like, what is wrong with you? Day after this day, all three of us had to go to work. So we all get ready to go to work or whatever. Mind you, we worked the morning shift. So we had to be at Hardee's at like 4:30 a.m., mind you. We all get ready to go to work. We walking outside leaving. And she walking towards, like she finna get in my car. Where you going? Where you going? Where are you going? See, baby, I stood on business back then. Not saying I don't stand on business now, but I stood on business. So she was walking around, person over to my car, like she finna get it. Like she finna get it. I said, "No, ma'am, you're not getting in here. Ma'am, you're not riding in my car. You have been being so nasty, so rude. I'm sitting up in here helping y'all pay the rent and helping y'all pay bills, and you got the audacity to be nasty and rude and roll your eyes and be walking around the house. It's because of you. It's uncomfortable to even walk in this mother. You being petty. You walking around hiding things, so can't nobody find it. You around here cooking, so cooking barely for enough for anybody because you just don't want me to have none. Being real nasty. And you think you finna get in my car? No, ma'am. You're gonna have to find your own ride to work. You're not getting here. And Kako looking like, yeah, she's not getting in my car, Kako. I already told you. And that's what's so crazy. And this is a lesson for everybody too. You not finna do me any type of way, talk to me any type of way, disrespect me, or just treat me any type of way and think that I'm finna still come through for you. And think that you still finna use me. Or think that you still finna utilize my stuff. No, ma'am, that's not how this works. I don't give a damn we live together. You not getting in my car. And I stood on business about that. She would have to find her own way. And a lot of times she walked. Did I feel bad? No, I didn't. Because again, you are not finna treat me any type of way, talk to me any type of way, and think that I'm just finna be like,
Oh yeah, you can ride with me. Oh yeah, you can, here you go. Oh yeah, you can have it.
no, that's not how that works. So baby, she will walk to work most days. Some days she'll take her a taxi. Some days she'll walk. Some days we will ride to work and she'll be walking on the side of the road, and baby, and I'll fly right past her. And I didn't care. And Kako sure wasn't saying nothing. Kako didn't care. Kako was like, shit, I gotta ride. That's her. That was literally his attitude towards it all. That's his grandma now. That's his grandma. His grandma. I know we used to talk about letting stuff slide. And that was one thing I did not let slide. So, you know, I'm standing on business, not letting her ride in my car. And now she's mad, of course. So now she get to talking stuff about the job. Starting rumors, lying, saying this and that. She was doing a lot. Like, it became even difficult to work with her. Mind you, y'all, I got to deal with this at home and at work. I see too much of you. I just don't know. Again, y'all, I really want to say she was just jealous. I mean, I can't really pinpoint anything else. I'm starting to think that she was really just jealous. I think that she really didn't like how I came in and how her grandson wanted to be around me all the time, how he didn't no longer want to be at home no more. Like, it was like she wanted him to be like the man of the house, you know, technically. And the man of the house didn't want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had a nagging grandma, a pregnant baby mama. He wasn't trying to be at the house. She just did not like that. So she turned on me. Like, she put her anger and stuff towards me. And it was just like, lady, like I said before, I'm not putting no gun to this man's head and making him come with me. So I don't understand what your disdain is towards me. It was a lot of misery in that house. Just a lot of arguing, a lot of being cooped up in a room, not want to be there. A lot of times we would just leave the house. We would just put our shoes on. If we didn't have to work, we would just put our shoes on and leave. And mind you, I was in school too, so I had my opportunities to leave. And that's why I was so blessed to have a car. Thank God during all that. Because at the end of the day, my friend used to always tell me, her name was Monica. She used to always say, she was like, well, thank God you got a car because you can get up in your car and leave. You can get up and go. You know what I'm saying? And come back later. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get up, go ride down to the park. You can get up and leave the house. You ain't forced to be there. You ain't forced to be cooped up in there all the time because you ain't got no wheels. You can get up and you can go, and that's exactly what I did. With or without Kako, I was gone. And a lot of times we would just to leave the house. And even the baby mama would come too. We just did not want to sit up in there with her. Because again, she just was vindictive and just nasty and just it was delusional. It was really delusional. And y'all just realized I done ate all this. H2O. H2O. Oh, H2O. Oh, H2O. Crystal Gaza, Crystal Gaza, yeah. It just was real nasty living in the house. And it was times where I would just go and just cry to my friend, my friend Monica, like, I just don't know how much I can take. I used to say, I don't know how much more of this I can take. I almost kind of felt stuck in a sense, which I was for a little while, because I had gave up my serenity and my peace. I had my own place, but I allowed them to talk me into moving in with them. When people run you the idea, oh, we can save money, we all splitting the rent 3 ways. Mind you, this was 2016. So baby, a damn 2-3 bedroom was $600, $700. Like, life was good back then. You know what I'm saying? Well, we realize that now, because even back then, I think we were complaining, saying that was too expensive. But what's so crazy is it was expensive back then for some of us. But oh, how I wish we had that type of expensive now. I would kill to get a 3-bedroom for $900. Where you at? HUD? I'll get on HUD. Where the paperwork? Oh, it was always her showing me that she had a disdain for me. You know what I'm saying? And I think when I stopped letting her ride in my car, it became even stronger. It just became too much. Finally, I got the opportunity to get up out of there. It was this apartment, I'll never forget, Aqua Park. Oh my goodness, I miss Aqua Park. For my Tallahassee natives, y'all know about Aqua Park. Anyway, oh, I miss Tallahassee so much. I got approved for this place called Aqua Park, and I was able to move out of there. Now, mind you, before I moved out of there, see, part 3 is going to be how I got out of Kako house with his nasty grandma and baby mama. Let me know if y'all want part 3. Part 3 is me getting out the house. I'm finally out this mother. Thank y'all for coming to eat dinner with me. Well, as y'all can see, we had an I see how ooh ah ooh ooh ooh. Is ya hungry? I know your stomach just a rumbling. Commit with me.